Welcome to Not So New News, where we discover what is hidden in newspapers from 100 years ago. Today's article comes from the town of Whitesburg and appeared in Letcher County's oldest newspaper, the Mountain Eagle. Volume 2, number 19, dated January 7th, 1909. This reading is from the writings done in 1909. These views are from that time period and do not necessarily reflect the modern views of Kentucky Tennessee living nor its narrator. However, we feel that all historical documents must be preserved for the future and strive not to change one word of the readings. However, if we feel that the readings are too controversial in both political or religious standing, we will either silently put up the article for viewing or will direct everyone where it can be found online. Thank you for your understanding. All advertisements are read from the Mountain Eagle in the year it was printed. Kentucky Tennessee Living does not endorse any product that is listed in the pages. However, for historical purposes, they are read and kept intact. The woman at the window. Why, she sat there and waited as the crowds went by. The late afternoon sun cast shadows down the cavernous street. Troops of children, with shrill cries, chased each other from curb to curb, dodging under the feet of horses, miraculously escaping the pressure of ponderous wheels. A block away, a grind organ was grinding out Harrigan. At regular intervals, the roar of the L trains mingled a bass accompaniment with the street clamor. From the fire escapes depended mattresses, blankets, quilts, and articles of wearing apparel in defiance of the city ordinances. A nimble youth scurried past with a long rod in his hand, touching the gas lamps and making them blaze with light, like a necromancer in a play. Seated at a window on the ground floor of a flat in the middle of the block was an old woman. She wore a neat white scarf around her shoulders and a white cap on her white hair. There were many lines in her face. As she sat there, passers-by knew at a glance that she was waiting. Her tired old eyes dimly conveyed to the tired old brain the panorama of life passing out in front. But her interest in the general aspect of the surroundings was plainly of a listless character. Quote, "An old mother," unquote, mused the man who saw her. Quote, "She has done her work and is waiting for a long rest." Her children reared, probably in comparative comfort by the labor of her hands, are caring for her in the time of her decline. Quote, "Even now, as the day is dying, she is doubtless waiting for a son or a daughter to come home and salute her with a kiss and an inquiry for her good health. She looks contented and happy. But there is apparent a longing, a yearning such as only a mother can feel. May her end be as calm and as peaceful as her present condition pretends." Unquote. And so the man went his way, lost in his own surmises and pleasant deductions. The old woman had not seen him. Her attitude of attention suddenly changed to one of alert inquiry. The door of the room opened. A cheerful, bareheaded girl entered and pulled down the window shades and lit the gas. Quote, "Gee!" unquote, ejaculated the old woman petulantly. Quote, "I thought you was never coming with them cigarettes, Margaret." Unquote. Chicago Journal. Grand Combination. Any subscriber who pays cash for the Eagle 1 year or who pays up his subscription for 1 year can have the following well-known newspapers and magazines at the prices named: Mountain Eagle and Evening Post, $3.55. Courier Journal Weekly, $1.50. Time Star Daily, $2.55. Home and Farm, $1.30. Southern Agriculturalist, $1.15. McCall's Magazine, $1.32. Spare Moments, $1.25. Taylor Trotwood Magazine, $1.75. Louisville Herald Daily, $3. You must subscribe through us. No greater opportunity offered for a whole year's reading. Sample copies of any paper furnished on application of this office. We make nothing whatsoever on the propositions, but merely do it for the benefit of our readers. Address Eagle, Whitesburg, Kentucky. Honor your dead. Perpetuate their memory by purchasing your monuments and tombstones. From East Kentucky Marble Agency, John S. Webb, Manager, Thornton, Kentucky. The best and cheapest marble products to be found in the South and East. Let your wants be known by calling on or addressing me. We'll be glad to call on you. John S. Webb, Thornton, Kentucky. Agents for Stewart Iron Fence, Cincinnati, Ohio. Livery and Feed Stables, Sam Collins, Proprietor, Whitesburg, Kentucky. First class horses, good fare, rates reasonable, hitching sheds in connection. Early Risers, the famous Little Pills. Do you owe the Eagle anything? Well. Castoria, for infants and children, the kind that you have always bought, bears the signature of Chat H. Fletcher. Kill the cough and cure the lungs with Dr. King's new discovery for coughs, colds, and all throat and lung troubles. Price 50 cents and $1. Trial bottle free. Guaranteed satisfactory or money refunded. This concludes today's reading of the January 7th, 1909 Mountain Eagle. We at Kentucky Tennessee Living would like to thank you for your continued support as we bring to you the history of the Appalachian Mountains.